be so lonely. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly. Let me down.
Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Oscar. Welcome back to a new video. And today, this is the Mind Podcast, episode 22. I am here with Bail. Welcome to my channel.
What's up, guys? Thank you for having me on, bro. I'm happy to get on here and just talk some Rocket League, talk some life, man. Whatever you want to talk about, bro.
Yeah.
Do it.
But um uh tell the people what you've been up to, or you know.
Right. Yeah, so generally, everybody in the Rocket League kind of scene knows me as the guy who runs Three Pirates. I'm the owner of that gaming org. I played on that org for a few years, won some championships, made some good friends, and stopped playing about a year ago so I could focus on trying to build like this uh gaming community thing that ended up turning into like an esport team. And man, it's going great. We've got other teams. We had a team that just went undefeated. Our Tree Pirates Pink team went undefeated, won a championship, set records in the leagues they were in. Got a few other GC teams. We've even got a full SSL team that goes and competes in our LCS now. We've got some cool stuff going on, and yeah, I'm psyched, dude. Honestly, I didn't think that Tree Pirates was gonna get as far as it did. It was just kind of like this little passion project I started up, and 1 year later, we've got like 60, 70 people all playing a competitive team. So it's a good time.
Yeah. Like right now, I'm playing ones competitively.
Right.
It's IPS, which is ones league. It's I think it's $9.99 to and below.
hmm
And
For like comp peak for ones.
yeah,
Gotcha.
it's like $9.99. I think that's one or two, I believe.
Was he 9.99 in ones?
I
I
believe.
think I think that actually stops right at Champ One area. It's close to Champ One
Oh.
actually. 9.99 is. Because I know that I hang around. I don't play ones very much,
Mhm.
but I play like 10 ones games a season, and I hang around like 950, and that's about Diamond 3-ish. So I think it's 9.99 is probably the champ cutoff, I would imagine.
Mhm. But as my guess, how did you get started with Rocket League? Like,
Yeah, dude, I'm an OG player, man. I got the game back in like 2016, 2017,
mm,
and I used to play it on console, and had some buddies, and we played not seriously for a long time, get on the game, mess around, like everybody does. Um, and then I honestly lost touch with the game for a few years. It came out free to play, and I don't know if you guys know one of my buddies, Jordan, Cars for Jordan. He's also one of the players on our team. And
Jordan, open
yeah, Jordan's great,
nets.
man. Yeah. And Jordan, he introduced me to one of these leagues in like an Instagram comment section,
Mm,
and that's how we ended up. I think 2022 maybe around the
mm,
time we started playing in leagues, and for the last 2 or 3 years we've been playing ever since, man.
yeah. I think I started. Yeah, I think in 2015 or 16. But I didn't take the game seriously because I think I think they had that NFL mode, which I'm a nerd in NFL.
Yeah.
And and then like my main coach right now, um he he has Bacchusmon, so he does the rings. So like I was watching him doing it one day, and um I was like, what kind of or what game is this? He was like, this is Rocket League. This is car soccer. I'm like,
Right.
what kind of what kind of bullshit is this? Because everyone's trying to be the best, or get like a championship or something, you know.
Yeah, like honestly, way back then too. Like, I mean, these days, you can tell when a game's about to enter like an esport kind of status. Back then,
Mhm.
Rocket League, I mean, I don't think anybody thought that was going to get really big. I mean, even the esport pros, they
No.
weren't really doing anything impressive.
Mm-mm.
They look like your average golds and plats today. So I mean,
Mhm.
back then we didn't really know what it was gonna turn into. I don't mean to interrupt you, but is that a Cam Newton poster I see in the corner of your room?
Yeah.
Nice. I come from a family of Auburn alumni. I got to see Cam Newton play a few times when he was in college, so that was really
I yeah. I went to a couple of games with when he when he played, which is dope.
yeah. Yeah, Cam's one of my favorites, man. Cam made me. But before I did anything Rocket League, I was a football player for a long time. That's all I did
Yeah.
is play ball. And
That is
man,
my
Cam Newton
team,
made me
but that is my
Carolina.
team. Yeah.
Super cool. Cool.
Now we have Bryce.
You know, I don't hate Bryce Young.
I don't hate Bryce.
Um,
I'm just hoping. I'm hoping because I don't want to go into the season and just be like, fuck. I'm be like, fuck. Why are we going 6-11, 5-11, six
yeah,
6-12?
yeah. At
Yeah.
some point, you got to start to think like like I feel like a lot of like NFL heads get in this mind space where they get these like fresh quarterbacks out of drafts and they're like, just
Mhm.
give him a year, give him 2 years, give him 3 years. And at some point, it's like we got to stop giving him years, man. Like he may have talent, he may have the ability to like reach a ceiling, but if he
Mhm.
is not hitting the ceiling right now, we're not setting up a championship or at least the very least a playoff team, right?
I mean,
A,
I
I
mean,
think I think Carolina might just switch off Bryce if you ask my opinion.
I mean, I feel, I feel like because we haven't made the playoffs in like what 8 years or 7 years.
Has it been that long, really?
Well, the last time was 2018. So I mean,
Dude, that was 7 years ago. What the heck? That makes me
cause
feel so old.
we played, cause I remember this, cause we played the wild card, and we played the Saints, and I think that was Cam Newton's last Cam Newton. Wait, was it Cam Newton's last for Carolina? Yeah, cause he got cut in 2019. So
Yeah, yeah, because they did. They lost the wild card game against the Saints.
yeah, and we got swept by them.
And the year before that was a Super Bowl loss, right?
No, 2016, 2015, 2016.
Oh, 20, right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Super Bowl 50 in San Fran.
Yeah, I remember I watched that one. I was at a church party watching that game. I
Bro,
was
I
there.
cried,
It
bro.
was
I
rough.
cried
It
about
was hard
that,
to watch.
bro.
It was hard to watch, man.
I cried. Like being a fan and like being like a true diehard Panthers fan and seeing your team lose, it's just like
Yeah,
a Super Bowl. Not
right.
not just any game, just like a Super Bowl, bro. It's like fuck.
And then that one Cam Newton fumble, dude. Oh, I see it in my nightmares, dude. I still see it in my nightmares.
Yeah. Oh, you watching RLCS? I see it.
Yeah, I have it on in the background. I have it pulled up. I have it muted because it's kind of loud. I'm watching Alpha Cap stream, and he can be kind of annoying sometimes. But I just got it in the background,
Um.
taking a little peek now and then.
Um. But talking about RLCS, who who is your favorite team, or who is your favorite player?
Right. Okay. So yeah, this is interesting. So for a long time, I was definitely like Wherever Reddles generally went, I kind of just followed because I liked watching his
Hmm.
content. And I also used to, when I was playing in leagues, it took me a long time to develop mechs. I just
Yeah.
didn't really have mechs for a long time, so I really became a very bumpy, grindy kind of player.
Hmm.
And as I developed and got better, I started falling out of that playstyle. Now I'm more of a mechy, flip, resetty kind of guy. But I think right now, let's see, who do I like? Because I play a lot of fantasy Rocket League on the RL app. I always like
Uh,
play my lineups every week, so I'm always looking for
my
different
main
players.
coach always does his he does spreadsheets for RLCS. So um he's like, I think this team goes, I think this team goes, I think this team
Right.
goes for the not the major, I think for the world, or the
Mhm.
major that's coming to my hometown.
Oh yeah, because well, yes, you get the Carolina poster, so you probably live in Charlotte, right, or near
Mm,
Charlotte.
mm,
Super cool. I was just up there recently for a work thing, actually.
yeah.
To answer your question specifically, because I my who I like changes a lot. I try not to just like stay on one pick because I love the game, right?
Yeah,
I
we
like I
all
like
do.
changing with the times.
I mean, it's a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, honestly, I think that there's this guy coming up right now, Eugen,
Hmm.
plays for Gentlemates. He's kind of like a new guy on
Oh,
the
oh,
scene.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
He ended up replacing Dosen basically when he got kicked from Gentlemates,
Mm,
and I think they're really good. Um, and I'm also in terms of like the goats, like because everybody's got like
yeah.
the abject, the Vatira, the
The
whatever. Like, dude,
sense.
like I think I'm a Vatira guy, man.
Hey,
Like
bro, what?
because like
literally,
so.
literally, my coach said that. He was like, I was, I asked him, I was like, um, who do you think? I asked him, I was like, if you had to pick like two people, like you're the captain, right? And if you had to pick two people from ROCS to pick up, who are those two people? And your sub.
Vatir and Zen. Vatir and Zen.
What
I'm
about your
playing with
sub?
Vatir and Zen.
Sub?
Oh, well, no. If I'm playing, I don't care. I don't care if I'm only GC1, GC2. I'm playing. Uh, my sub. See, I'm all about like stashing talent onto the bench.
You
I
got
like
LJ, you
developing
got
people.
First Killer, you got Atomic, you
Oh,
got.
okay. So actually, okay, here. Let's listen. So I actually like Vatir. I like Vatira and First Killer. And let me explain why. Okay.
Yeah.
So when I started playing in leagues,
Hmm.
I mentioned earlier that I had
Hmm.
very like basic mechs.
Yeah.
And I realized very quickly after I won my first championship that I lacked a lot of like offensive prowess because I just played a lot of threes. I
Hmm.
didn't play a lot of twos, and I became a twos player, just slamming twos for like 2 straight years. Sat
Yeah.
in training packs, sat there. I mean, I would just put on a TV show or like if I was doing some like school or work stuff, put it on a separate monitor and sit in
Yeah.
training for hours. I mean, I was basically RLCS pro grinding, like a 14-year-old who did not have a job. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know how I did it because I did have a job, but
Yeah.
I don't know how I managed that. But I would just sit there and do that, and I would
Hmm.
watch Vatira and First Killer um, two's ranked games. I would just pull them off of the internet and then
Mm.
put them into my game and watch them and play them and study and watch how they did.
Yeah.
And honestly, that has a lot to do with how I was able to get my offensive prowess when, for whatever reason, I just lacked it. I didn't naturally have that. I had to work really hard to become like an offensive guy because I was so like defensive minded.
Mm.
And so to answer your question, it would be between Vatir and First Killer, man. Those guys, I love watching them play.
Mm. If you had a chance to 1v1 a RLCS person, who? And be honest.
So there's two sides of me, right?
Yeah.
There's one side where it's like I want the experience to play against someone, like be like, hey, check this out, play it against this guy, and it'd be First Killer because
Yeah.
it'd be super cool to play against him. Then there's the other side of me that's like, I want to play someone who I like think I might have a chance of beating. I would pick someone like Calm. because I don't think Calm is very offensively gifted. Now he's a crazy on defense. Don't get me wrong. But
Wow.
if I had to pick somebody, I maybe I
Wow.
have a chance against Calm. Maybe I get a lucky
Wow.
shot or something.
What about that Frenchman that won the last
Oh,
major or
Moxie?
yeah, Moxie.
No, I don't stand a chance. Moxie would obliterate me. He would absolutely obliterate me. There's no chance.
What about like Joyo or I don't know.
Yeah, these mechie guys, Joya, Tao, these like guys who just hang around in there all day. Dude, I'm sure you've seen the like the really like famous Joyo clip compilation on
Mhm.
YouTube.
Mhm.
Dude, man. I'll just pull that up every once in a while. I see it. And then like I get on the game and I think I can do it
You're
and
like
I
no.
swear my car does not move as fast as his car does. Like I can get to the same things he does. Like I can get double, triple flip resets. I
Mhm.
can get quick resets. I can get heli resets, double taps, all that. But my car moves half of the speed his does. I don't know how he does it.
I don't
Well,
know either.
I do. It comes from time and control and it's like riding a bike. He's not thinking about what he's
Yeah.
doing. I am having to think about what I'm doing, and that's why it's coming across that way. But yeah,
Hmm.
dude, no, Joya would destroy me.
Mm. What is your what is your favorite thing to do besides Rocket League
Oh yeah, like outside of Rocket League.
and being an owner and stuff?
Right. Yeah. I mean, sorry, one second.
You're good.
Coming up being sick. I'm kind of coughing a lot today. But yeah, outside of Rocket League, I am a business owner. I'm a freelance guy. I'm a video editor.
Mm.
I also work on films, work in sports. I work with a lot of universities and colleges and high schools and stuff like that. Mostly like basketball stuff.
Mm.
Um, and then also do like a lot of content editing for basically local businesses. Like you go on
Gotcha.
Instagram and they're like,
Yeah.
check out our new matcha tea. I go in there and like make videos for it, help post it and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
um, and that's also been another skill that's been really helpful with the org because I also
Mhm.
manage a lot of like the marketing and social media myself. So it's nice to kind of have that experience in the background. And outside of that, like actual real life stuff that like doesn't have to do with work. Um, I'm a MMA fighter. I spend a lot of time. I train 5, 6 days a week. I specialize in jiu-jitsu, but
Mm.
I also am a pretty good striker and spend a lot of time, particularly over the past month. If anybody knows about MMA and
Yeah.
competitions, you have to cut weight. I've been
Yeah.
in the middle of a weight cut for about 2 months, going pretty good. I started. Now I'm 6 foot, and if I let myself go, I'll get to be about 240, and that's not like a
Mm.
fat 240. That's a solid 240, right?
Mm.
Right now, I'm sitting at about 210. Lost about 30 pounds over the past month, and
Gotcha.
by June 28th, I have a jiu-jitsu competition. It
Mm.
is a PBJJF national competition in Atlanta. Um, I'm one of the best white belts around. We're gonna go in there and see if I can go get a gold medal. I need to cut to 205 by
Mhm.
then, which obviously I'm 5 pounds off. So once I get
So
to that 205 weight, I'll be good.
so if you had to fight a MMA fighter, like anyone, a pro, a non-pro,
Right.
who are you fighting? To
Well,
sign the
so here's
contract, no, to sign the contract with.
sign the contract. So the what I've learned, I grew up playing a lot of different sports, right?
Mm,
And just speaking like very plainly, I'm very used to being good at any sport that I touch, right? And that's not like me trying to
mm,
be arrogant. That's just being honest.
mm,
And I got to MMA, and that was not the case. It was something that was really hard because
mm,
your athleticism and your like grit don't
mm,
get you as far. In football, there could be more talented football players,
mm,
but I just happen to be a dog, so I know that I can be more of a dog than them, and that will get me past. That doesn't work in MMA.
mm,
You have to put in time, and train. I could be more athletic and taller and bigger than the 150-pound
Yeah.
guy sitting in the corner, but if he's been training for 5 more years than me, he's gonna beat me up, man. That's just the way
Yeah.
it works.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would love to go like train with a UFC fighter, but if I was to take a fight, I need to take a amateur fight first. I haven't taken any amateur fights in MMA, only jiu-jitsu matches. So if I was to take a fight, I would want to take an amateur fight to kind of test the waters and
Hmm.
then see how I feel in the cage. Because man, that cage, it's different. It's different than sparring,
Yeah,
bro.
it
It's a
does.
different world.
Yeah. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, dude. I don't really know much about you, man. I gotta be
No, I
honest.
know,
I
I
mean,
know, I know, I know.
we've only spoken like a few times here and there, but like outside of Rocket League, like what do you do, man? What does your life look like?
Content or content creator. I guess train sometimes. Cast. Um. Uh. Hang out with my dog. Type shit.
What kind of dog do you have?
Yorkie.
Got a little Yorkie.
Yeah.
We just
Uh.
I don't live in my parents' house anymore, but
Mm.
um when I did, we had a few dogs there. My mom got a new German Shepherd. I'm kind of sad I'm not living there anymore because I love German Shepherds,
Yeah.
but yeah. So you said you do like content creation. Like I mean, I know you do like this podcast. You do like some casting. I know because I
Yeah.
casted that one series a little while ago. How do you feel like what is your ultimate goal? Like if everything went the way you wanted and you got the career you want, what are you doing like specifically?
I am not sure, cause like I don't know, cause like I have to figure it out first, and then I have to,
Right.
cause I have to like test the waters first in
How
different
old are you?
26.
26. Yeah, so I mean, and I'm 20. We're the same age basically. It's an interesting point. Like I feel like when you get to this age, because when I was 22, it was all about like try things and do this and do that, and it's okay,
Yeah.
you got time. And once you get to like 27, man, like not that
Yeah.
necessarily matters, but people start looking at you differently. They're like
Mhm.
they're wanting to see the results. They're like, you're almost getting close to 30. And sometimes at 27, I mean, I'm just telling you bluntly from me,
Yeah.
right? Sometimes I feel like I don't exactly know exactly what I want. I've had these
Mhm.
plans and these ideas, and it's very easy to get caught up in the peer perspective of the world. Um, I think it's okay to not know what you want, man. I mean, I feel like some people don't know what they want until they're 35, and someday something clicks. There's nothing wrong with going out there and just trying stuff till you figure it out.
Yeah, but it's like hard. It's like it's like should I keep on doing this podcast, or it's like should I do montages? Should I do this? Should I do that? Should
Right,
I don't know, cuz like I'm a YouTuber before I'm a streamer or a caster.
right.
And that's basically my like my thought. I'm just like fuck, man.
You
Should I
know,
do this first, or should I keep on doing YouTube instead of Twitch and podcast? Or well, I'm gonna keep on doing the podcast, but like you know what I mean, like
yeah, I mean, you don't want to pour time into something that's not necessarily garnering a result, especially if you're doing it for a while. Where do
yeah,
you find you have the most success at? Is it your podcast?
yeah. I feel like, and sometimes like my montages, but yeah, I feel like my montages and my montages and fuck podcast.
Yes, yeah, yeah. And I think it's because for me, it's definitely the my work content ends up being the most successful thing I have.
Hmm.
When I try to do like independent content, it never quite takes off as much because I have like a massive platform for my
Hmm.
work page. Whenever I work with an athlete, or if I get a chance to work with a blue check, I make sure they collab. So my
Yeah.
1,000 views will turn into 20,000 just because there's a blue check on there, and
Yeah.
we're gonna see it more. I feel like the trick right now for content in general.
I'm hoping to like meet a celebrity or something on my
Right.
podcast, cause like I've been doing this for what 20. This is my 22nd episode. And I'm just like waiting for that moment. I'm just like,
That big name guy.
yeah, a big name guy.
You know, I might be able to put you on a track there. If you're looking for Rocket League guys, um,
I mean,
I wouldn't know how to
Rocket League or none, you know?
just like anything at all.
Yeah, basically anything, you know. It's just fucking like I just do this for fun, you know? Just
Right.
like 30 45 minutes to an hour, you know.
Right. I might know
So,
some people. Let me see. I'll see if I can connect you with some guys. Because a lot of these people that are like coming up on content, or they're like the son of somebody who's famous, they're looking for opportunities to like
yeah.
someone who will just talk to them so they can
Mhm.
like clip something and put it on their Instagram. I might be able to put you in some contact with some people. You're just looking for
Mm,
some big names.
cuz like cuz like cuz like oh, I went to like a Hornets game last year, and and it was Bryce Young's first Hornets game, and I was the lucky person to um to see him or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like,
Was he like sitting courtside or something?
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I was like,
Dude,
what?
you should do and this is a suggestion because it's something that I've kind of like dabbled in as well. So when I
Mm,
was doing, I used to do like man on the street interviews. If anybody's seen my TikTok, you can go and there's like scroll back a little bit, you'll see that I used to do it. And I would go to like conventions. I've been to MomoCon,
mm,
SneakerCon, all these things, and I would just go and talk to people. And one day I just ran into Funny Marco. He like walked up to me,
funny more.
and
Oh,
yeah,
I
he's like the
think so.
comedian. He's got like millions of followers, dude. And at the time, I kind of didn't recognize him. Like I recognized his face, but I didn't know his name.
Mm,
And I just randomly walked up to him, and I didn't even ask him if he wanted an interview. I literally just took because I had like a microphone connected to my
yeah,
camera,
yeah,
and my friend Tamia, she was like holding the camera for me, and I
yeah.
just walked up to him. I didn't even know what to say. I didn't have anything prepped. I just threw myself in there, and I was like, God, please just don't make me say anything cringy and just let me be funny or something because I have to make this moment work. And I
Yeah.
walked up there, and because he's a comedian, he's already dogging on me. The moment we started talking, he was already
Mm,
going at me in a friendly way, of course, because
yeah.
it's just comedy. And we ended up making like this like kind of viral comedic moment, and it was
Mm,
just because I just walked up to him and did it. Have you ever thought about just like my setup was a little
I
more
don't
complicated,
know.
but
I don't
just
know.
grab a phone, walk up to somebody, and be like, "Hey, I'm here with Bryce Young, dude. Bryce Young, what's your favorite? I don't know, animal, whatever you want to ask him. Might be a good way to get some content, man.
I know, but that's cringy though, kind of ish.
It's cringy.
Sometimes I'm just like, should I
It's
do it?
cringy if you're not prepared.
I
You
know.
got to find a way to separate yourself from everybody else. I mean,
And plus, like, if like people are like drunk, I'm like, I need security. you know.
yeah.
You never
Well,
know.
that's why you do it in public. Maybe not like a basketball game, but like
No, I
maybe
know.
just try some go out in public stuff, dude.
Yeah,
There's people around. People. There's a lot of like big name blue check people live in Charlotte. Charlotte's starting to pop off now.
I know. I know. Trying. Hmm. Let's see.
Um, but
Let's.
yeah, I know
Huh.
I'd asked you a little bit about like real life stuff,
Mm.
but also we connected through Rocket League, of course,
Mhm.
mainly
Uh.
through Royal, but we ended up
Royal.
connecting to some other stuff as well.
Yeah.
Um, so what? I know you said you play like the ones league. Um,
Mhm.
do you have like goals in Rocket League, or are you kind of just like
Just
riding
win.
the wave right
Just
now?
win a championship. Just win a championship.
You just want one?
Yeah. Not one. I want multiple. But if I
Multiple.
if I can get just one, fuck it.
What's your peak rank right now? And like ones, twos, and threes.
Well, I mean, I'm golden ones. Twos, I solo queue because I don't have it like that much friends to play with. Well, I
Like
do, but
dedicated
like
teammates to queue with.
yeah. And
Yeah.
threes I'm silver, so I'm just like fucked.
Let's see. So would
Yeah.
you say are you have you hit platinum anything yet?
Well, I mean, my like peak a couple season goes since the English was plat like 1 or 2. I was like, what? I was like,
Okay.
I didn't even realize because I kept on queuing. You know when you keep on queuing once and you're just like, what rank am I?
Well, I don't have that problem because I keep my MMR tracker on. I don't make those mistakes anymore.
Nah,
I keep my Bacchus mod on.
that's what I do. I'm just like, let me see, and
Dude,
then
that's how I got my GC tag. I used to hang around like 1400 and twos,
yeah,
and I swear I was between 1350
yeah,
and 1400 MMR for like 6 months, and I just didn't get anywhere. And one day I just started winning, went all the way
mm,
to 1450, got my like GC rewards and got my tag. And then ever since then, like I barely play just because like that was like my crowning
hmm,
achievement was to like finally get a GC.
yeah,
Like I think that like in today's competitive scene for like ranked and stuff, like first of all, solo queuing, even though it doesn't feel like it, solo queuing is the best way to go
I
unless you've
know,
got
but
like
like
some
it's
GC
just
carry or
like
something.
it's just like sometimes the people be trolling, smurfing. I'm just like I don't
They all
want.
do.
No, I know, but not all the people, but like it's just like it gets
I would
like
argue a vast majority. I mean, because even, and I only know this because I just recently made a Smurf account to help one of my buddies get into Champ. He was like a Diamond 3, and I was just trying to help him
yeah,
get to Champ. And dude, I was in like 700 MMR, and
yeah,
this dude was going band for band with me on Mex. And I'm like, dog, you're like 700. What? And he had like probably 300 hours on that account. So I mean, a decent little amount of time
fuck.
played. I was like, why are you down here just clipping on like silvers, dude? Like you're like ruining the experience for everybody. Like,
Yeah.
and then when you get into like champ and GC, dude, every lobby, every champ, there are like some other like content creators that kind of back
Yeah.
this up. Every champ lobby you're in, you've got a GC1 or GC2 in the lobby,
Yeah.
pretty much every single game. And I think that's why that particular MMR is so difficult to work
Yeah.
through right now. It doesn't really exist as much anywhere else, but I have seen in the lower ranks, so I totally get that. Yeah, ranked is kind of killing the game of Rocket League right now. I feel like, unfortunately.
It depends how you see it.
If you're in the higher ranked lobbies, I'll
Yeah,
say that.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. If you're higher ranked, then yeah. If you're like lower ranked, then I just keep on like, I just keep on like seeing how the like, cause like I'm in this ones league and my coach just we just did a replay review on my match and
Mm,
I just fucked up. And
right.
I was like, you should go there. You should go there. You have to stop doing this. And I was just like, fuck. After
And
seeing
that's the
like,
great thing
oh
about ones, though, man.
no, I
That's the
know
great thing
I.
about ones. It's you have to be like, to me, I know a lot of people talk about ones and they say that like they hate ones because
Hmm.
they like it makes them have to look inwardly at themselves. But to me, I find it easier to handle ones losses because in twos and threes, there's always that
Yeah.
little thing in the back of my head where I'm like, okay, maybe my teammate could have done this. Maybe if I had some guys that like had a little bit more of like a
Hmm.
team-minded brain. And ones, I'm like, okay, this guy was just objectively better than me at this. And
Hmm.
for some reason, that's easier for me to like take. I feel like
Yeah.
like he's just better. What are you
Yeah.
gonna do?
Um. But Um, let's see. Who? Wait. Do you have another question for me?
Let's see. Let's see. So we talked a little bit about Rocket League. We talked a
Rocket
little bit
League,
about real life. Talked a
real
little bit
life.
about sports. And then of course you say like you live in Charlotte. So this is something I like to ask everybody.
Mm,
Because I have a very adventurous traveling heart. I love to travel. I love to go. I love to get in the car and drive to another state or get on a
yeah.
plane and go somewhere. It's one of my favorite parts about my job is that sometimes I get to just get on a plane and go to
Mhm.
Austin, Texas and go check it out, right?
Mhm.
Um, Travel wise, what are your like your give me three places. It could be international, it could be national. Like where do you want to go? What place do you want to travel and see?
Hmm. For the first place, I want to say Paris, because I haven't, and then I believe I want to go back to Spain just to see the experience that my um I think my not my grandma a family member, I'll say.
All right.
uh
Because
that,
I'm assuming you're Spanish, right?
yeah, I speak
Okay.
Spanish and stuff. And in Cali,
Cali.
cuz I haven't I really want to go to Cali and just like experience like yo, imagine like me and Royal IRL. Just
Oh yeah, 'cause
cat.
she lives in Cali, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does. Yo, imagine me and Royal just cast like a match IRL.
Dude, okay, so a few years ago, I did a contract gig for this creative company, right?
Mhm.
Basically, they're hiring me out as a like film set PA. If anybody who
Mhm.
doesn't know, a PA is basically the actor looks at you and he's like, go fetch me a coffee. That's what a
Mhm.
PA is. You're a little workhorse, and I was a workhorse for this creative company, and
Mhm.
I actually moved to Long Beach in LA, and I lived there for about 3 months for the first part of this contract before I moved back to Atlanta because I live in Atlanta now. And dude, Cali is like that was the first time I had been in Long Beach.
Yeah.
I have a lot of I don't know if anybody can tell, like my voice is very hoarse right now. I struggle with a lot of like allergies, not only with like food allergies,
Uh.
but I'm allergic to every tree and piece of grass you can imagine. So I'm like I
Mm.
always struggle to like breathe. Dude,
Mm.
Cali, my lungs, and like I walked outside and the air on the beach, it's so good. And
Yeah.
like the food there is so good. And just if you're a fan of aesthetics and like architecture, like it just looks cooler there. You know, like
Yeah.
you feel like a cooler person when you're there. Like I if you ever get a chance to go to Cali, you should. I loved living there. I wish I didn't have to leave. I was very sad that I had to leave and come back home.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to be there for the experience and like imagine like let's say like quote unquote me you Royal
Right.
IRL streaming, you know? You know,
That'd be cool. I'd be down to do it.
bro, imagine one day we all do that. We go to like an aquarium or some shit like that, a mall
Dude, we could go to the beach, dude. The beaches are amazing.
or
Like there's so
something
much
like
happening
that.
out there. Go to
Yeah,
Venice.
yeah. Um, we talked about Rocket League. We talked about pretty much everything. Mm, let's see. If you had to change one thing about anything in anything alive, it could be casting, it could be uh something in your personal life or or I don't know. If you have to change something.
Change anything in the world, my friend.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a really deep question,
No,
and I really don't like giving like
no.
BS answers. Let me
You
think.
don't have to say. You don't have to say if it's personal. You know.
No. I just want to make sure I give you a good answer. There's like change. I think I think what I would change, in a world where like, particularly like when you live in the United States, you see it a lot, but politics are like, uh, as everybody says, they can be very like divisive, right? And for me personally, I sit pretty moderately. I'm not too
Yeah.
conservative. I'm not too liberal, and I don't
Yeah.
particularly have feelings toward anybody. I don't hate conservatives. I don't hate liberals.
Me either.
Um, but it does bother me when I hear people say things about that because people don't
Uh.
agree. And
Yeah.
I think if I could change something about the world, it's the general. Uh, I would love the general compliance of people to just be a little more of accepting of each other and be okay with not having to agree. A lot of
Yeah.
people cut off family, cut off friends. I've even had friends of mine. Every once in a while, I might post like a Christian post or something on my
Yeah.
story.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and I'll look back and I've got like 10 people unfollow me, or people slide up and they're like saying all kinds of rude, mean things, and
I,
that doesn't necessarily bother me too much because those aren't people I necessarily want in my life. But it's just the thing. It's the mindset that people uh, really struggle to make connections with people they don't agree with. And I
mhm.
feel like if we could solve that in our world, then there might be a little more community and a little less fighting and internal strife.
Yeah. I'll do the same. But this has been the mind. Do you have any shout outs? Any shout outs to your
Of course.
homies or to your org or anything?
Course. Absolutely. I always love an opportunity to talk about my org, man. Um, Tree Pirates, or the Tree Pirates. Um, you can find that mostly on Instagram. We don't really do. We have a YouTube page and a TikTok page and stuff, but
Mhm.
mostly we're Instagram. But we also have a Discord, and in our Discord at Tree Pirates, we're not just there for Rocket League. We have people who come. We play Among Us. We set up group movie nights. We do all kinds of cool stuff there.
Yeah.
So anybody's welcome to come hang out.
Mhm.
And if you want to try to improve and work on a career in Rocket League, we have some things in place. And if you hang around and put in the time, I'm sure we can do something with it. So check out Tree Pirates. Also check me out on socials as well. You can find me anywhere. Bailbos, Bailbos. Um, I had to add the S at the end because I used to just be Bailbo, but then someone took my name on social media, so I had to add an S at the end.
Bruh.
Um, yeah, and I don't know, like I was just trying to think of like creative ways to like
Yeah.
just make my name still that way because I really like that name. It's a
Mhm.
family name. People used to call me that when I was a kid. They
Mhm.
used to call me Bailbo Baggins. Um, but Bailbos everywhere, and
Mhm.
yeah, and thank you, appreciate you for like having me on the show, Oscar. I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah. This has been the mind. Episode 22. Take care and peace.